Hi, I'm Nikita. I'm on the Glee team for communications.
Hi, I'm Matt on the Glee team for software.
And today we're going to be talking about some of the concepts and code. So, Matt, would you like to give us an overview?
Yeah, so just kind of to familiarize you with some of the key concepts that we'll be encountering during these modules, we're going to be going over what the text editor is, as well as some Arduino basics. We will be discussing what the setup and loop functions are, as well as some key components to the Arduino IDE.
So, what should we look for with the text editor?
Yeah, so your Arduino IDE has a text editor that you can use for writing sketches, which are Arduino's equivalent of programs. And then you will also use the IDE to upload those sketches to your Arduino-based microcontroller, aka the Lunasat. So if you were to launch Arduino, you would find that a new sketch is automatically started for you.
And what are some Arduino basics that we should know before getting into coding?
So when you first open that new blank sketch, you will find that there is a little bit of skeleton code already in it. There is something called setup and something called loop. Just as a quick overview, the setup is typically where variables and configurations will be defined, and loop is the main repeating segment of your program. So the setup function is the first function to execute when your program first starts running. So this is where you will put any code that you only want to run once, such as variable definitions, setting up communications, things like that. As for the loop function, this will execute every time immediately after the setup function. And this is where you want to put code that you want to repeat over and over until the system is powered down. So this is probably where you will be putting code that will gather data from your sensors, output that data, code like that.
And what are some key components that we should look out for with this new IDE?
So if you look at the top of your window, you'll see a bar with some icons on them. And if you look at the far left, you'll see a checkmark icon. This is the verify button, which is used for verifying the correct compiling of your sketch without uploading. So this is used for just basically finding any obvious errors such as typos or missing syntax, things like that. And if you look next to that icon, you will see an arrow pointing to the right. That is the upload button. This is used for both compiling and uploading code to your Arduino. We highly recommend that you verify your code before uploading it because you don't want to accidentally overwrite already working code with code that may be broken, or you just don't want to interrupt operations on your Lunasat. So we always recommend that you click the verify button before clicking the upload button. Now, if you look at the far right of your window, you will see a magnifying glass icon, and this is the serial monitor button. If you click this, you will see any data that is coming from your Lunasat. Finally, there is the save button. We highly recommend you do this frequently in case of your program crashing.
Cool. And what are some resources that people could use to practice more?
Yeah, so if you want to learn more about some of Arduino's various built-in functions or variable syntax, you can go to the link www.arduino.cc/reference/en. And if you'd like to continue to review the layout and buttons of the IDE, you can go to the link www.arduino.cc/en/guide/environment.
Sounds good.